Join me and we will begin. Welcome. Here we are again, getting ready to do our practice to take care of the body, to come home to the body. And what is our focus today? It's core. So this might be your most favorite or your least favorite, but every week we bring a focus to a slightly different part of the body because it's all essential to keep it all working. So whether we love it or not, it's got to be done. So there we go. That's what we'll start with that. So let's get settled in the chair. Let's get settled with the feet, with the legs, with the hips, with the back, with the shoulders, arms, hands resting down, eyes closed. Find the breath. Find the movement of your breath and just feel it. Feel the expansion of that inhale and the release of the exhale. Inhale is energy expansion. Exhale is letting go, releasing, and softening. So we're checking in to discover any discomfort, any parts of the body that need special care today. So you're the only one who knows, and you're the only one who can execute it to take care of the body. So no force. You can tell what's enough. If it feels like it's too much, ease up a little bit. That's the plan. So let's take a moment and just explore the idea of breath. So the idea of breath is expansion, inhale. And on the exhale, that was just a softening. So let's bring the hands there and feel that expansion, inhale. And feel the softening on the exhale. Expansion, inhale. Feel the softening on the exhale. So now on the exhale, we're going to tighten the core, pull the belly in. So the inhale will be the same, expansion. On the exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, feel it. And inhale, expansion. And on the exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, feel that contraction in the core and release. Let the breath come back to rest. So we'll have a normal breath. We'll have a controlled exhale, not expansion, exhale of the breath, contraction. And then our final will be after the contraction, the exhale of the breath, there's going to be a hold while we feel it. So let's feel the inhale. On the exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2, expansion, inhale. Exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2, let's do one more. Expansion, inhale. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out on exhale, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2, and release. Let the breath come back to its normal pace. So occasionally throughout today's practice, we will be using the normal breath, the controlled exhale, and controlled exhale, pause, feel it. We'll have plenty of time to work through it all. Right now, the breath is relaxed. Hands are relaxed. Eyes are closed. Just once more, come home to the body. Once more, come home to the body. Come home to the breath. And then we begin our practice. We begin our movement of bringing energy in through movement. So be aware that we have a tendency to slump and round. We want to lift up tall to keep the spine long. Bring up the hands and stretch those fingers wide. Pull down and feel the knuckles feeling stretch. Release, move the joints of the hand, the base of the thumb, the knuckles of the fingers, moving. Then we thumb in, fingers wrap. This is a power and strength. Feel it and release, stretch, web. Pull down, claw. Movement, quack, 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 beak, paw, thumb in, fingers wrap, power squeeze, feel your strength, feel your power, and release, stretch, web. Feel that stretch. Pull down, claw, feel that stretch. Feel the movement wherever you notice it, thumb or knuckles, fingers, whatever, beak, and then paw, thumb in, fingers wrap, power squeeze, feel your strength, and one more stretch. web. Pull down claw. Movement, quack, 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 beak, finishing with paw, thumb, fingers, wrap, power squeeze, feel it, hands to rest. Come into the sensation in the hands and fingers. You're feeling energy. You're feeling energy, and that energy is from movement. Movement. We bring it next to the shoulders. We bring the shoulders up, back, and down. We're leaving the breath free as we rotate the shoulders up, back, and down. You can think of this as a giant, huge rotation, or as a small rotation, or anywhere in the middle. Just play with it. It's a up, back, and down. When we're up, there's a top of the neck and shoulders. There is contraction. When we're down, the same area, there is stretch. See if you feel that in this top region, up, back, and down. Contract when you're up, stretch when you're down. Contract when you're up, stretch when you're down. Let's pause at the down, press the hands down, feel extra stretch and soften. Now we'll stay on one side, up, back, and down. Pace that works for you. Just working one side, up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Next time down, press the hand down, feel extra stretch. Compare those two sides, feel that extra stretch, and soften. Other side, up, back, and down. Just repeating at your own comfortable pace, knowing what's enough, what's too much. You're the only one who can feel it as we're up, back, and down. And up and stay, feel that power contraction. Down and stay, feel power stretch and release. Take a breath, move it up the line as we lift the chin and tuck the chin. This is our 3-part series called Yes, Yes and No, Yes and No, and maybe so. Right now we're on the yes, stretch and tuck and stretch and tuck. Working the neck, back bend, forward bend. Front is stretching, back is stretching. Saying yes, saying yes, saying yes, saying yes, saying yes. When you're tucked, stay, press the hands down, have a breath, and come back up to neutral for the no, and that is a twist. Exhale, side, inhale, back, exhale, other side, inhale, back, saying no, 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 saying no, no, no. Powerful word, no, no, no. Find the tighter side. Next time you're there, stay a little longer on the tighter side, feeling that stretch get deeper, deeper, deeper. On that same side, the tighter side, press the hand down to deepen that stretch. Feel it. Soften the hand, bring the head back. Take a breath. The maybe so, the third one, it is ear to the shoulder, chin tipped up, top side stretches, and then come back. Other side, ear down, chin up, top side stretches, and back. Maybe so, maybe so, maybe so, maybe so. Take your time with it. Feel the stretch. Finishing with the maybe so. Next time, center, come to a rest and take a breath. So we'll release the hands, release the arms, come up to goalpost arms, cactus arms. So let's close on the exhale, fingers touch, elbows press, and inhale, open. Continue, fingers touch, elbows press, and inhale, open. Fingers touch, elbows press, and inhale, open. Now let's add the breath. We're going to contract the core on exhale. Fingers touch, contract the core, elbows press, inhale, open. Contract the core, fingers touch, elbows press, pull the belly in, inhale, open. Take a breath. Now we'll add the stay. Inhale in place. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, close the elbows, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2, and inhale, open. We'll do that one again. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, close the elbows, pause, feel it. 1, 2, and inhale, open. Release the breath. Now breath returns to free as we bring hands overhead. Inhale up, pull elbows down, exhale down. Continue. A few. Feeling the stretches, wherever you feel them, come back up, pause here. Now we're going to pull the elbows down on exhale and pull the belly in. So inhale the hands overhead, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Come back up, inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, elbows down. Inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2, inhale up, pull the elbows down, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2, and return and release. Fingers touch, breath stays free as we rotate tips of the elbows, drawing circles. Drawing circles, larger, small. Drawing circles. Pause, circle other way. Drawing circles. Drawing circles. Drawing circles. Coming back, coming back, coming back to center. Pause here, take a breath, and release. Bring the hands to touch. Bring the hands down, elbows wide. Press as hard as you can press, and soften. Press again as hard as you can press, and soften. Now we'll really bring the focus to the exhale on the press. It'll give you more power. Exhale, pull the belly in, press. Inhale, soften. Exhale, pull the belly in, press. Inhale, soften. Release the breath, have a breath. Now we'll go to the third option. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause. So inhale in place. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2, inhale in place. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty. 1, 2, inhale in place. We'll release that work and do the rotation up, out, and in. Range of motion for the wrist, up, out, and in. Up, out, and in. Range of motion for the wrists. Keeping everything working, that's our goal. Let's come back to center, press again as hard as you can press, and release. Take a breath. Take a breath. So, we'll stay here and let the breath settle. And our next set works the core deeply. So we've always done the same way. It's no different today, but we're bringing more awareness to the feeling of contraction in the core. And so we'll inhale the hands up and exhale back. The core is contracted. Pause to feel that and inhale up. Exhale back. Pause, feel it. Notice the core is also contracting on the lift. Inhale up, exhale back. So I've said this many times before. It's an eccentric contraction dropping back. It's a concentric contraction coming up. And it's an isometric contraction when we stay. These are all core strengtheners. Core strengtheners. Let's drive the stay and open, close, open, close. Isometric contraction on the stay and come back up. and release. Now change the legs, bring the other foot on top and take a breath. Take a breath and bring up the arms. Bring up the arms and swing to one side. Again, contraction back, contraction up, strengthening core. Slower you go, the more work. Next time back, isometric contraction, stay. Final breath here, come on up, swing it around, and begin again with the exhale back and inhale, return. Let's stay. Isometric contraction, stay. Final breath, come back up, swing it around, and come back, open, open, hand, hand, lean in. The breath stays free. It's all about stretch. All about the stretch. So observe the pace of the breath reacting to the work for sure. And feel the intensity of the stretch wherever you feel it. Could be in the back, low back, could be in the hips, could be in the inner legs. See what's true for you. No wrong answer. The stretch finds the tightest place. That's what the teaching tells us. The stretch will find the tightest place. So for me, it's low back, below the waist. That's where I feel this one the most. And more on the right side than the left. Finishing with this forward bend stay, we'll press the hands and come back up to the center. And then one side, hand to the thigh, hand on top, aim nose, lean in. Feel the stretch down the top side of the back. The breath is relaxed. The breath is free. We're just enjoying the stretch after all of that hard work with the core. Let's press the hands and come back up to the center and swap it out. Hand to the other leg, hand on top, aim, nose, lean in, feel it. Press the hands, come back up, one hand to each. This is our rotation. See where you feel this as you lean forward. Where do you feel it? As you lean side, check it out. As you lean back, other side, check it out. And continue. Just keeping your awareness in the body, staying with the sensation of movement and stretch wherever you feel it. So this is about the hip sockets. It's about movement over the hip sockets to maintain mobility, integrity. Everything needs to work. The muscles, ligaments, tendons, and bones all work with each other. And if a muscle gets stiff, it prevents movement, and we don't want that. We want to keep movement. Let's pause, center, take a breath, head the other way, circling. Inner leg back, other inner leg and forward. See what you notice. Pace that works for you. Next time forward, pause here, have a breath, and come back up and bring the legs back. Take a breath. So now we'll move from all of that hip socket work to the leg work, and that is for strengthening purposes. So sit up tall, not rounding down, sit up tall, perch, we call that, and that is our series says lift, extend, lift, release. Inhale up, exhale out, inhale up again, exhale down. Your own pace. Kick fast or slow, kick high or low, it's yours. The breath is staying free. Finishing, come back to rest. Check out the perch, not slumping or rounding, sitting up tall, lift and extend, stay, point and flex, stay, circle around, stay working the strengthening the legs, muscles of independence, toes to the face, heel stretches away, work here, powerful work, let it down, have a breath. Other side, extend, point and flex, circle a bit. Inner ankle, outer ankle, shin and calf, toes to the face, heel stretches away, work all the way up the line, feel it, let it down. Now you get to stretch. One foot over the other, hands slide over the knees and down. Stay. Final breath. We'll check it out with the other side. Hands slide over and down. Final breath, come back here. And now let's try the other deeper stretch where we bring the foot up higher and lean in. And bring it down and bring up the other one and lean in. And bring it down. Preparing to stand, strong foot back, nose over toes, and stand. So we're going to bring a little bit of extra in here because I want to use this to really stretch the core. Lean back, feel it stretch the core. Soft knees, fold halfway. We're really going to zero in on this one because we didn't do the seated one where we stretch the core. Now we're doing extra here because I want to feel this whole length of stretch. And then the fold, the whole length of stretch. And then the fold. Whole length of stretch. Keep on going. We're getting a stretch to the core. So we've been a lot of contracting the core. Now it's stretch. Doing a few extras here. Pause for a moment. So just imagine if this core is all contracted, it's rounding the back, rounding the back, rounding the back. We want to be in neutral territory. So to balance it all out, we have to do a lot of stretch through the front. Stretch through the core. I'm spending a little extra time here stretching core. And if you want to lift the chin, slightly deepens it. Next time back, pause and just feel that whole length of the line, rectus abdominis, stretching, 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 and then fold and stay. Feel the breath. Final breath, come back up, find mountain, find the feet hip width apart and the toes relaxed and the knees unlocked. Tailbone tuck for some. Extension, crown, shoulders up, shoulders back, shoulders down. Solid, steady, strong and still. Feel it. Feel the breath. Solid and steady, strong and still. Those qualities of mountain. Couple more breaths here. And then we release. We release for spinal twist. Will require us to have soft knees. We're going to rotate the shoulders side, side. When you're doing this, picture this core ringing, ringing. So we're working the muscle side, side. So the arms can be up and crossed, low and crossed, alongside or behind. Either way, it's all the same demand for the body. Rotate the shoulders, twisting core, twisting core, twisting core. So because we're working core today, I'm making slight variations in our usual practice. So we can really zero in on the muscles of the core. Bringing twist in, bring circulation in, bring flexibility in, come back, stillness. Once more, release arms, find inner mountain. Toes and knees, unlock. Tailbone tuck for some. Crown extension. Shoulders up, back down. Solid and steady. Strong and still. Final breath here. We will release. Now it's leg stretch. We find the seat of the chair and bring the hands there. We fold from the hips and stretch the legs. That's all this is about. The breath stays free as we stretch the legs. The breath stays free as we stretch the legs. Let's come to a rest. Bring hips back and down, 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 down. Hands touch the chair or lift away. The breath stays free in the stay. Power and strength for legs and hips. And return to the stretch. Do feel the breath pace. So once more, we'll work with our strength. Hips back and down, 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 down. Fingers touch the chair or lift away. And finish with a stretch. Finishing with a stretch, we'll release and stand and prepare for a side stretch. Legs wide. Legs wide, knees unlocked. Chair so the hand can slide. Outer arm up, elbow bends. So keep the knees soft. Slide the arm up and over as you slide the hand down. Feel a rib stretch, then come back. Hand behind the head. Elbow up, elbow back, soft knees. Slide hand down, stay breath free. Feeling rib stretch. On the inhale, lift, release the arm, change it out for the other side. Other side, legs are wide. Legs are wide, knees are soft. Hand can slide. Bring up the outside arm. Soften those knees. Slide hand down as you slide arm up and over. Feel that rib stretch. come back. Hand behind the head. Elbow up, elbow back, slide hand down, stay, feel the stretch. On the inhale, lift. The exhale, release. And release the legs. And prepare for balance challenge using the chair. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Eyes lock. Challenging balance. Teaching the body to stabilize itself. Teaching the body. So it's never did I do it? I'm teaching my body to recognize when it needs to make corrections. And that's what you're feeling, the corrections. Let's release these arms. Let's change out the legs. Other foot, front behind. Stay. Corrections are the wobbles. The wobbles are the corrections. Allowing the body to stay. Okay, we'll release and reposition the chair with foot forward, foot wide and back. So again, we're bringing in a lot of stretch to the core so that it doesn't contract and pull us forward. We want to stretch the core. So we're going to bring the hand behind. Now we're going to lean back and stretch the core and exhale, fold. Inhale up, lean back, stretch the core. Exhale, fold. Come back up, release the breath. The next two will be contract the core on the fold, but we will begin by lean back, stretch the core, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Inhale up, lean back, stretch the core. Pull the belly in, exhale down. Inhale back, release the breath. The final two will be contract the core on exhale, pause, feel it, 1, 2. We begin with lean back, stretch the core, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, feel it, 1, 2. Inhale up, lean back, stretch the core, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, feel it, 1, 2, and come back up and release the breath. Now a sustained stretch, stay. Bend that front knee, lift the arm. This whole stretch reaches through the core. It's a back bend. The warrior one. And we will release and change out the side. Change out the side. Foot forward, foot wide and back. Hand behind. Same process. 2 folds with normal breath. 2 folds with exhale, contract. 2 folds with exhale, contract, pause. And in between each change, there is stretch. So lean back, stretch, fold. Inhale, lift up, lean back, stretch, fold. Come back up, release the breath. Now the 2 where we're going to contract the core. Inhale, lean back, stretch the core, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Inhale, lift up, lean back, stretch the core, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Inhale back, release the breath. The final 2 will be pause on empty after the exhale. Beginning with a stretch, lean back, stretch, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, 1, 2, inhale up, lean back, stretch core, pause on empty, squeeze the breath out, 1, 2, inhale up, release. Now the sustained stretch. Bend the knee, sweep the arm up, it's a back bend, stay. Stretching the whole length of the core, and that reaches into the leg a bit, the psoas muscle. See where you feel the stretch. Okay, let's release and turn to face the back of the chair. step back, relax. Final breath here. Let's step up closer to the chair. We'll be doing our alternate side leg lifts, and we'll start with the normal and then we'll contract the core on the exhales down. So start with normal, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Continue with your own pace. Lift as contract. These are strengtheners. The leg, the hip, and the low back. Come back to rest and take a breath. So the next set, we're going to contract the belly on the exhale when we lower the leg. So it'll be inhale up, pull the belly in, lower. Inhale up, pull the belly in, lower. Inhale up, pull the belly in, lower. Pull the belly in. So we're contracting core on exhale. Slow it down if you need to, so you can contract core. We're finishing with this one. Now we'll come and stay, and the breath stays free. And we'll change sides. Lift it up, the breath stays free. We'll release and step back, and breath free, stretch. It's all about stretch. Knees are soft, legs are stretching, shoulders, arms, and back are stretching. Breath staying free. Following all that work. A couple more breaths in this stretch. Feels so good. Okay, we got to release and come to our balance challenge. So, standing on one, lifting the other, holding focus, discovering wobbles and corrections. And changing sides, discovering the wobbles and the corrections. Holding focus. Holding focus. And release, and it's time to sit down. It's time to come back into the chair. It's time to bring the hands to the thighs and fold forward and relax. Feel the breath. So as we prepare for our back series, it's lifting the arms and shoulders in the back, contracting and strengthening. At the same time, in the front, there's stretch. So we've been paying attention to the core, the contraction strengthening, and the back leaning, stretching it. So we're returning to that sensation of feeling stretch as we come up. So let's start with down, arms down. Hands press up, ribs peel up, feel stretch in the front. And exhale down. Take a breath here. So we'll repeat this, continue at your own pace, press up, peel up, and exhale down. I just wanted to make sure you could feel the stretch in the front as you press up, peel up. It's stretching core, and exhale down. 3 more. When you're down, pause here. Have a breath. Now let's press up, peel up, and stay. Pulse the hands. Connect to the contraction all along the spine and the shoulders and the back, building strength. And there's a gentle stretch to the front. See if you can feel that, especially up in front of the shoulders, the pectoralis. I can really feel it there. And down, hands to the thighs. Have a rest, have a breath. Feel the stretches wherever you feel them. Feel the breath however it's responding. So we have one more set. That's our asymmetrical stay. So go ahead and let the hands back down. Press the hands up, peel the ribs up, feel the stretch in the front, and bring one arm forward and stay. Lengthening on inhales. Lengthening on inhales. And on the exhale, down. Have a breath. Press up, peel up, and stay. Other arm forward stretch, fingertip to fingertip, lengthening on inhales. And down. Down, down, down. Hands to the thighs. Breath is free. So we did not contract the core on exhales here because it's too hard on the breath. The breath is taking care of all of those back bends. So we'll give it a break. Let's come back up to sit. And now we'll come back to feel the core when we come into spinal twist. Hand across, hand down behind, press and lengthen. Now gradually and gently deepen the twist with each exhale breath and picture the core, wringing out the towel, wringing out the core, muscle, ligament, tendon, and bone. There's a really deep twist in the core. Release the head forward. Release hands, arms, shoulders. Come back to center. Have a breath. Other side, across, down, lengthen. Gradual and gentle. Turning on exhales. Deepening. Deepening that twist. The wringing out of the core. Final breath, release the head forward. Release hands, arms, shoulders, ribs, belly, back to the center. Hands to rest. Fold again. Breath free. So we've done a lot of work with the core, contracting and holding, using free breaths and noticing all of that and how it feels. Final breath here, come back up to sit. Get comfortable in the chair. It's eye movements coming up. It's eye movements. So we close the eyes. I'll let the hands rest and sit up in the chair, not rounding and slumping. Sit up tall. Hands to rest. Eyes are closed. Eyes are closed. Now picture a giant clock dial. Open the eyes at the 12. Bring the eyes around to the 3. Down to the 6. Up for the 9. And back to the 12. Close the eyes. Have a breath. Open again at 12 and go the other way. 9, 6, 3. Back to 12. Close the eyes. Have a breath. Diagonal line of movement. Open the eyes. Bring them from the 2 to the 8. 2 to 8. 8 to 2. Exercising eyes. Let's pause, center, close, relax. Have a breath. Other set. 4 to the 10. Again and again. Okay, pause, close center, and relax the eyes. Have a breath. Focal point is our final for the eyes. Extend arm, extend thumb. Open the eyes, focal point tip of the nose, feel it. Focal point tip of the thumb, feel it. Focal point go far away and back to the thumb and back to the nose, exercising those eye muscles deep inside. I feel it much more in my left eye. Okay, pause, close center, release the hand. Get comfortable with legs, hips back, because we're going to bring the hands together and rub and press to build up heat. Rub and press the palms to build up heat. We'll build up heat in the palms. We'll cup the palms over the eyes. And ask the eyes to relax. Warm, dark, soft, relax. Warm, dark, soft, relax. Heat seeps away. We bring the fingertips to the bridge of the nose and stroke out to the temples, with a light touch, with a light touch. A very light touch. We'll pause at the temples. Draw the fingertips, temples to jawline, jawline to chin, and release the hands into the lap with the palms open. And again, if you need to get more comfortable with the legs, hips, and back, do that. As we bring the hands to rest, as we settle into the chair, and bring attention to the breath. Find the breath. Find the movement of your breath. Feel the breath. Feel the breath. And on the exhale, draw the fingers gently in. Stay on the inhale breath. And on the exhale, let the fingers open. On the inhale, stay. Close on the exhale, fingers gently in. Inhale, stay. On the exhale, let the fingers open. On the inhale, stay. Close on the exhale breath. Inhale breath, stay. Open on the exhale breath. Release movement, stay in stillness. Final breath here. Final breath here. Lift the arms and open wide. Cross, pat yourself on the back for taking care for another day. And I thank you. See you next time. See you next time.